Tan Mo.
We're getting ready for game 2 in day 3 of the 2024 IFCPF Men's World Cup. We've got a 4-game schedule for you today. We've seen one of them already, and now we're getting set for game 2 of day 3. It's the Netherlands and Thailand who will start their tournaments today, and are ready to kick off. They will do so in about 15 minutes time, but just going through some final talks, but not much more can be done. The warm-ups are ready, so physically they are ready to go. Maybe some final words before they are sent out and ready to face off against Thailand in the second game of day 3. My name is Oliver Walker-Peel. It is a pleasure to have your company on the IFCPF YouTube channel, as we will be for every single game across the men's and women's tournaments. We saw earlier today the USA account for Australia by 5-0. Nick Mayhew was absolutely outstanding in that one. That was the first game of the day in Group C, and this one is also in that group, so a chance to join the USA for one of these two to be the early pace setters in amongst this group of 4. We will go to the lineups, and we will start with Thailand, who have number 1, Jetarin Wong Hang Mit in goal. At the back, they go with number 5, Atan Tahi. And number 10, Sukikun Bunsing, alongside number 11, Pompipat Nampaksa.
Uno de los mejores narradores, también nadadores, en el elenco deportivo a nivel nacional e internacional, don Antonio Vilar. Y eso, lo que comentaba Antonio para todos ustedes. Vamos a asistir a un partidazo, el partido de los partidos, el partido de la jornada. Va a enfrentar las selecciones de Netherlands contra Tailandia. Tailandia, que ocupa la posición 14 en el ranking mundial. Tailandia, que también quedó 14 en el último mundial disputado aquí en Salou. No así como los neerlandeses, que obtuvieron ese quinto mejor puesto en el mundial que se disputó en Salou hace 4 años y que ocupan actualmente la 6ª posición. El equipo de Netherlands, un equipo llamado también a optar a las posiciones de cabeza de este mundial, y Tailandia que, bueno, pues vamos a ver cómo se desarrolla, vamos a ver cómo lo hacen los hombres de Tailandia. Y ya sin más dilación, antes ya vemos aparecer por allá arriba a los jugadores. Vamos nosotros a dar la alineación. Comenzaremos con el equipo, la selección de Tailandia. En Tailandia jugarán con el número 1, Jetarin Gunjamit. Número 2, Atan Teich. Número 6, Chaniti Diman. Número 9, Molkochai Situsuwankul. Número 10, Surjitun Butsim. Número 11, Popimpan Nampasak. Número 12, Panakuk Taugon. Este es el equipo titular. Esperarán su tiempo en el banquillo con el número 2, Banasak Nefot. Número 3, Apiwat Buitason. El 4 lo portará Tanakok Saribab. 5 para Natapom Gajar. 8, Faisan Saishoif. 13, Nimit Kaisakuam. Y con el número 14, Natapon Bulmimab. Coach Surasa Tunsarat. Y el staff lo formarán Charlesan Witantandaba, Kalaya Sukapon, Mindiripon y el doctor llamado Warapon Pompandarat. Esta es la alineación. Estos son los nombres en tailandés. Espero no haberme equivocado mucho porque no es nada fácil. Vamos ahora sí con los nombres de la selección de Netherlands. Con el número 1, Johnson Keffen. Número 4, Colfen Lorenzo. Número 8, capitán, mi capitán, Fluos Giro. Número 5, King Johan. El número 10 es para Bruno. Número 12, Wimbledon Game. Número 7, Sub-Zero. En el banquillo tendremos a los siguientes jugadores. Con el número 16, Demian Sfelecom. Número 11, Victoria de la Cruz. El 3 será para Durdan Bessel. 14 para Paman Harne. 13 para Fam Ayarugan Jenny. El 2 para Forban San. Y con el número 6, Huron Scheiters. Coach Locom Stefan, Lawrence Sankun, Bursmas Stephen, Struss Hambilan y Fon Euro. Esta es la alineación que saltará al terreno de juego por Netherlands. Ya los tenemos ahí preparados. A continuación también cuando lleguen aquí sonarán los himnos. Y lo dicho, Tailandia, que quiere dar la sorpresa. Netherlands, uno de los mejores equipos aquí en este campeonato del mundo. Todo ya listo y todo dispuesto. Hemos dado las alineaciones. Tan solo falta que salgan, escuchar los himnos y que comience el partido. Ok. Escuchar los himnos, escucharemos en primer lugar el himno de Tailandia. Escuchado el himno de Tailandia, vamos ahora a escuchar el himno de Netherlands. También para el himno de la selección de Netherlands. Se saludan los jugadores, se saludan los contrincantes, esos primeros.
National anthem's done. And now we will get set for some football. You heard the lineups earlier on. We'll run back through those in a moment. But this should be a wonderful clash. Thailand were there in Melbourne last year for the Asia Oceania Championships and took Japan all the way in the third and fourth place playoff in a game that went beyond the hour. The Netherlands were at the European Championships last year, so both saw continental action. How well will those efforts at the regional tournaments translate to the world stage? We'll find out today.
pelota. El equipo, la selección de Tailandia, alrededor del míster, del coach, del entrenador, recibiendo las últimas instrucciones antes de que comience el partido. Se ha elegido pelota, se ha elegido también moneda. Se saludan los colegiados, se saludan los capitanes. Ya vemos a Paul Aguilar haciendo esa foto que, como siempre decimos, podremos ver también en todas las redes sociales de la Federación Española de Parálisis Cerebral.
So we have the speaker in Alex Pereño. Who is doing his thing. We'll run through the Netherlands lineup we did before we heard the lineups from Alex earlier on. We'll go to the Netherlands team. They're playing a 3-2-1. They've got Kevin Janssen in goal, a back three of Lorenzo Kalkoven, Joachim Kintz, and Guido Fleurs, who is the captain. Guido Fleurs is able to go in goal if need be, so we might see that later on. Ahead of them, midfield two, number 10, Bruno Hoek, and number 12, Sam van Helden. Up front will be Jeroen Saat in the number 7. Substitutes for both sides. For Thailand, number 2, Banasak Nepo. Number 3, Apiwat Butaisong. Number 4 is Tanachok Siriwat. Number 7, Glahan Natapong. Number 8, Paisan Saicho. Number 13, Nimit Kaisakau. And number 14, Natapon Bunminma for the Netherlands. They've got number 2, Sam Vorbach. Number 3, Vessel Dordan. Number 6, Sharon Scheitert. Number 11, Malik de la Cruz Victoria. Number 13, Danny van Amarongen. And number 14 is Harm Panamans, alongside the backup goalkeeper, who today is number 16, Damien Skellikens. Looks set to be Thailand to kick us off in all blue. The Netherlands in that customary striking orange number as we're underway. Second game of 4 today. Get yourselves prepared. It's going to be a big day of cerebral palsy football. We've seen one match already. And this part of a festival of cerebral palsy football here today. And both teams want to truly join the party. 3 points will be the best way to do that for both. Sam van Helden wins it back. It's now over for Kelkurven. Played every game in the European Championships for Netherlands last year. Guido Fleurs, the captain for the Netherlands, who gets it out wide for Kelkurven. 22-year-old going back to his captain. Hook. Work it all the way back. It's played across, blocked on the way. It's helped clear, not too far away. It's back across. Van Helden had a swing at it, but couldn't turn it goalward. It's gone behind, and it has done so for an early Netherlands corner, which Lorenzo Kalkurven will go over to take. He rolls it short to find Jeroen Saet, whose cross isn't his best. Jeroen Saet, a 30-year-old player for the Netherlands and cap number 68. One of the more experienced heads in this Netherlands team, in fact, by a number of caps, the most experienced head. That's surely behind for a Thailand goal kick. Good play by Thailand's captain in Pompipat Nampaksa, who was there in Melbourne last year. But Singh towards halfway, where Tawong will battle for it. He wasn't part of that squad that travelled to Australia last year. Kalkurven for Bruno Hoek. And out to play it goes for Netherlands ball in that he will take. Was it low for Van Helden, who gives it him back. Bruno Hoek with the ball roll, and It was a clever idea, and it provoked a slide from Pompipat Nampaksa. It helped it away from his goal. Ball back towards Kalkurvan. Going strongly for it. Tawong. It's set down the line by Bun Singh. Into the channel for D-Man. He'll go to the byline and hit the post. Looking to try and go at the near post. Had Janssen beaten, but the post comes to the Netherlands' aid as charging forward was Van Helden. And an early yellow card for Atan Sahi. We hadn't seen yellow cards in either of the first 2 days of Ifcpf Men's World Cup football in 2024. We've seen 3 today. It's across for Bruno Hook, who will strike down low. The clearance wasn't definitive, and Van Helden sent it back on goal, but it was saved in the end by Jetterin Wonhang Mit. Ball down the line towards Chanatip D-Man, who is capable of playing in goal. He's not doing that here, as Van Helden will tee one up and look to go down low. Good save. Down away to his left from Jetterin Wonhang Mit. He will roll the ball short for Bun Singh, who works with Nampaksa. And then the ball goes down the line. They did a lot of this in Melbourne last year. Playing it short and then working it down the line, playing out from the back. It worked for them on a number of occasions. Not here, as Hook looks across for Sad, but couldn't find him, and behind it goes. A lot of orange in the stands here in Salou. Goal kick taken by the outfielder in Nampaksa. And Netherlands have it back again. Bruno Hook. Away from one. Rolls it across. Van Helden will try and run it down and couldn't after the ball was behind Sart. Geron Sart was the player making the run into the middle. It was a good one, but the pass didn't find him. Ball in for the side for Thailand, which is given away. Lorenzo Kalkurvan at his second Men's World Cup as Floors goes over to the left for Van Helden for Guido Fleurs. They want to watch. If he goes in goal, he will go from 8 to 18. Wasn't initially slated to go in goal, but might be required to now as Kalkurvan finds Hook, goes across. There's Van Helden! There's the opener! They've looked for him on a couple of occasions now. Hasn't worked, but it did there. It was rolled across, and Geron Sart has in fact scored the goal. And the number 7, it's his 28th. It's been Van Helden they've looked for in those positions, but Sart assumed it there. And now Van Helden went for the shot when he perhaps could have passed. And his debut in 2014 did Geron Sart. That's his first goal this World Cup. Hook for Calkerven. Towards Geron Sad. That will go all the way back to Kevin Janssen. Floors was beaten to the ball by Chanasip Diman. Who did well at the Asian Games. That happened before the Asia Oceania Championships, 2 different tournaments. Scored 6 goals in 3 games. 4 of those goals came in braces against Myanmar. As the Netherlands have it back, it's played out wide from Van Helden to Geron Sad, who will then look across for Bruno Hook, who's been enterprising early. So down the left, found Van Helden there. Now with Calkerven, who went over, ball was won, and Thailand can move away. Sitasuwan Cook, was unable to find D-Man, but he then lost it. Sad was looking for Hook, but it's won back there by Van Helden. To help to orchestrate something, found Joachim Kintz, but his pass didn't lead to anything. Over towards the right. Hook's there in the middle. His shot blocked. Thailand with a chance to move away. D-Man will roll it back instead. Good play. It's over to the right by Nampaksa for Hassan Sahi. Suwan Cook. Good play by Van Helden. It's not a play for a Thailand ball in. Again, Thailand will try and play out from the back. And a hook. Calkerven. Guido Floors. With Bruno Hook, who played a part in that opening goal. It's over towards the byline, and the ball couldn't quite be pulled square. Joachim Kintz was getting forward. Calkerven. Now back with the Netherlands number 10. They will try and cut in field. Look for the switch that was never on. Now the play goes for a ball in. Calkerven gave it away. Went in to try and win it back. Couldn't quite. Lovely turn by D-Man. Did a little bit too much there. I'll be okay for his team as Tawong looked back for D-Man. Passed almost left short, but got to its intended target. That switch of play didn't. Had a play for a Netherlands ball in. Fleurs trying to be expansive. Play for Thailand, ball in. Ball sent down the Thailand right. Fleurs was wise to it. Finds a hook down the line, who tried to beat Tahi wide but ran out of room. It's a good build up. Hooks there again, looking again for Kroon Sart, but Thailand were able to help that one away. It's turned behind for Netherlands corner. With Lorenzo Kalkoven to take it. He does so short, and we'll get it back here. But on a hook. He lost out and inadvertently has set Thailand away. D-Man plays it across. Here's the chance. The shot straight to the goalkeeper from Sittisuwan-Cook. Janssen had to make the save and did. It was a really presentable opportunity. The best look Thailand have had at goal. Sittisuwan-Cook tried to go high, but it was central. A yard either side, it was one apiece. Kalkoven to the byline and in. Too high for the two Netherlands players that were in the middle. Taken down from the sky. Lovely control by Tahi. Eventually goes behind. Long ball into Chelsea D-Man's path. Goes all the way back to halfway and then retreat further for Pompipatnam Paksa. Pass lane blocked by Sart, who will try and take it away. He does that. Hook goes to join him. The pass goes there, and Bruno Hook will score. Thailand caught cold, and the Netherlands did not need a second invitation to go forward. Bruno Hook gets his first of this tournament, the 7th international goal of his career. Today earning his 16th cap. And the Netherlands have a break. Made his debut at this tournament 2 years ago against Venezuela. So has fond memories of playing at the top level already. And now another to add to that for Bruno Hook.
El que con un golpe certero, con una asistencia magistral, acaba de perforar nuevamente la meta del arquero de Tailandia, poniendo ese número 2, ese 2 en el marcador. Netherlands 2, Tailandia.
Sat central for Bruno Hook. Sat now with a goal and an assist. Sidesteps one. Back for Guido Flores, who tried to curl one. Was blocked away by Chanatip D-Man. You just think how different this game might be had Mongkol Chai sitting Su and Cook converted that chance earlier on when the game was still at 1-0. Guido Flores. Now wide for Kalkoven. Central ball for Van Helden. Bruno Hook's there again. Trying to work a yard for a shot. That opportunity denied. Kalkoven, and that pass errant, looking for Haroon Saat. Scored 5 goals in a game, did the Netherlands number 7 against Italy at last year's European Championships. It's Bruno Hook. To the byline for Saat, who rolls it across. Van Helden taps into an empty net. It was made all too easy, but great Netherlands football all the same. Famous for the invention of total football. And Steven Lokhoff is putting his own spin on it here. Unselfish play. And once more a Netherlands player is there to roll the ball into an unguarded goal. 3 goals, 3 different goal scorers. And Sam Van Helden joins the party as is a foul committed by one of those 3 goal scorers in Haroon Saat on Chanatip D-Man. Netherlands briefly had it back, but here's an opportunity. D-Man, an option to his right, goes alone! Oh, it would have been a wonderful goal. He's a wonderful player, Chanatip D-Man. He's evasive, he's quick, but couldn't there provide the finish. The Netherlands have got themselves into a good position, but can't afford to be complacent, particularly when D-Man is on the ball. Guido Flores looks down the Netherlands left. Kalkoven is there. And found breezing by Atan Tahir, tough task. Hook, Kalkoven, and Hook and Van Helden. Options waiting in the middle, and Haroon Saat for a split second would have thought that he was about to score another, but good defending prevents him from doing so. Ball in from the side taken quickly. Hook, central, Saat there again to the byline, looking to prod it back, and it bounced back off a Thailand leg. Sukit Kunbun Singh turning it behind, and the Netherlands will reload as Saat goes to the byline. Pulls it back, and the shot squirms underneath the goalkeeper. Lorenzo Kalkoven, the Netherlands number 4, has their 4th. It's only his 2nd goal at international level. And it's one, if we're being honest, that Jetterin Wong Hang-min should have. Went underneath him. And it's 4-0. Ball down the line, and this game is now starting to follow the scripts that all of the others have, or the majority at least. All of them have ended up being one-sided. Hasn't happened as quickly in all of them. Canada yesterday showed some resolve, even though they ended up losing 4-0. Australia early today started well, but ended up losing by 5-0. This has been some of the best football we've seen across the opening few days of the tournament so far. Hook for Van Helden, who looked to return the favour. And Bruno Hook quickly demonstrated that he'd prefer if he didn't do so. And took another course of action as Floors finds Kalkoven. There's Van Helden. And Sart again, who did well to keep it. Hook is there and he crushes one off the upright. Both teams have now hit the post. And on both occasions, the attacking player was trying to find the near post. Hook rather unlucky that he couldn't score. It would have been a second for him. Goal so far for Kalkoven, Sart, Hook and Van Helden, and Hook's on the ball here. Netherlands looking for a fifth and almost found it. Out of play last off Jetterin Wong Hang Mit. And the team in all orange will have another set piece from which to try and profit. It's taken low, Van Helden and Kalkoven. Joachim Kintz. Back for Lorenzo Kalkoven, who's afforded a little bit of space. Hook now over to the left. Goes towards the byline. Got past a couple. And the ball in presented an initial trouble for Jetterin Wong Hang Mit, who was then able to fully deal with it. Kalkoven over towards Van Helden. And find Floors, who will give it him back. Van Helden moving centrally, and then pass wasn't his best. Sam Van Helden, 19 years of age, only recently 19, turned 19 in October. In his second international tournament, or third international tournament I should say, second World Cup. As the ball attempted to be scrambled clear. Sart looking for Hook. Thailand have an escape route. Nampaksa looking in field. Thailand have briefly lost it, but they now have it back with Tawong. Over for Sititsu Wangkuk. Had it taken off his toes. And the Netherlands can look to build from the back again. Hook. Nice play! Oh, great save. Down low, the rebound presented itself, but Wong Hang Mit has that too. It was Bruno Hook who was trying to divert home the rebound, but it was a good save to ensure that he didn't. Oh, sloppy giveaway presented for Van Helden, who will not pass that up. And that is where playing out from the back really can hurt you. It was presented on a silver platter for Sam van Helden, who has a second brace in a major tournament. Got one against Scotland at the Euros last year, and now has one here. And Kalkoven has it back from Sitisou Cook, and now it's with Haron Sart, who will look across. Bruno Hook looking for a brace. His first touch sent him wide. Did well to recover. And the pass bobbled, but he's frustrated with himself that he couldn't make more of that. He's one of a number of Netherlands players who has looked really positive in the opening 28.5 minutes. But he is someone who expects a lot from himself. Has it back here. Might he look to shoot here? He did. Look with the outside of the foot, but straight at the goalkeeper, who made the save down low. That's a foul throw from Chanatip D-Man. You can roll it in cerebral palsy football, as well as throw it in, as you might see in an 11-a-side game, but you can't go in between. Daniel Wong is our fourth official from Singapore. He's about to indicate we'll see 1 minute of added time at the end of the half an hour. Haron Sart. And now Bruno Hook. Towards the edge of the box and tried to fizz a pass at Sam van Helden. And that will be the half-time whistle. The 1 minute had flashed up on the board, but perhaps not necessary. And we're at the half-time interval instead, and the Netherlands are in a wonderful position. They've been helped there by a raft of attacking talents that they've got, including Sam van Helden, who has a couple. Bruno Hook, Haron Sart, and Lorenzo Kalkoven have also got their names on the score sheets. And at the break at half-time, it is the Netherlands 5, Thailand 0. We'll be back shortly for the second half.
Tanto, bueno, de Tailandia no hay nadie, con lo cual nos iremos a un supporter de Netherlands para hacer un interview, y ahora vamos a por ellos y les preguntaremos qué les parece, qué les está pareciendo el partido, qué esperan de su selección, y también pues bueno, les daremos a conocer un poquito también cómo han llegado aquí y si están durante todo el torneo o por la contra pues se van prontito. Vamos a ver, vamos a buscarles. Y nada, en un minuto en directo para la televisión, para ese canal de YouTube, donde nuestro querido mecánico de aviones y periodista internacional Juanma y Antonio están narrando el partido y de qué manera. Una maravilla escuchar a estos amos, dueños de la verborrea del micro. Estamos nuevamente con unas supporters de Nederland. Tengo una anécdota y es que cuando empecé en el mundo paralímpico, una de las primeras competiciones que hice, Paul, fue el Campeonato de Europa de baloncesto en silla de ruedas. Ahí en ese deporte Holanda son profesionales, es una selección brutal, tanto la masculina como la femenina, y ahí aprendí que los soportes de Netherlands de Holanda son, de verdad, para mí, de los mejores. ¿Animan y de qué manera? Hoy están un poco callados, ahora se lo diremos a your name?
Monique.
Monique. Now, bueno, dile tú que están un poco calladitos hoy.
So he said that in his experience the Netherlands fans are always really cheerful. And today he thought you were like a bit more calmed.
Yes.
Is it for any reason in particular?
We trained a long time ago, and we are a good team together now. That's the most important thing.
And the fans, do you think that maybe other times you are like more active and more cheerful, or do you prefer to watch the game sitting down, more calm?
Sitting down and watching the game, yes, of course.
Ellos prefieren sentados y más tranquilos. Muy bien. Me gustaría saber, la pregunta que le hemos hecho antes también a la gente, me parece que era de Australia, sí. ¿Cómo se vive el deporte adaptado? ¿Cómo se vive el deporte de personas con discapacidad en Holland? ¿Cómo se vive?
How do you perceive CP football and adaptive sports in the Netherlands?
We tried by the football teams for CP football, and we help each other, and we watch by all teams in Holland, for the CP.
And do you think the level has grown in the recent years?
Yes, we start a young team, new players. And we're gonna start all over again.
All right.
El nivel cada vez sube más. Ha dicho que empezaron muy jóvenes y que poco a poco pues va creciendo mucho el deporte adaptado en Holanda, cosa que damos fe, que hemos visto y que incluso en algunos deportes son profesionales. Pues nada, decirle a... ¿Cómo era tu nombre? Your name, no me acuerdo.
Monique.
Monique, claro que sí, se sigue llamando igual que antes. Monique. Muy bien, Monique, un aplauso para los supports de Holland. Venga, un aplauso. Thank you very much y nos vemos otro partido, ¿ok?
Ok, gracias.
Gracias, Monique, recién llegada de Nederland, de Holanda, diciendo, y es verdad que el deporte en Holanda, y ojalá que fuese así en todos los países, es en muchos casos Paul profesional. Yo tuve la experiencia de vivirlo en baloncesto, juegan de maravilla, son profesionales, quiere decir que cobran por hacer lo que hacen. Desconozco si también tú crees que sí, pues mira, Paul nos acaba de decir que seguramente también sí, también cobran estos hombres que estamos viendo, y ojalá que en todos los países del mundo algún día fuese así, ¿no, Paul?
Sí, contra más profesional todo, más nivel, más dedicación por parte de los deportistas y más gente que los viene a ver también.
Perfecto, pues nada, nosotros nos vamos y nos vemos, pero nos vamos un minutito porque es que la segunda parte está a punto de empezar. ¿Será capaz Tailandia de recortar en el marcador? ¿Será por contra Holanda, Netherlands? ¿Pondrá otra marcheta más y llegará hasta 8, 9, 10? Pues no lo sé, yo no lo sé, lo vamos a ver y lo vamos a ver de aquí un ratito muy pequeño. Así que nada, no se vayan, sigan viendo Fútbol Adaptado, todo esto por el canal de la Federación Española de Parálisis Cerebral, que tenemos y que están haciendo la locución nuestro amigo Juanfran, nuestro amigo Antonio, y todo eso gracias a MS Gran Visión. ¡Chao!
Welcome back to live coverage of the 2024 IFCPF Men's World Cup. We're in half-time at the second game of 4 today. As part of this wonderful tournament, the Netherlands lead Thailand by 5-0. Just an interesting bit of news at half-time. We're going to see an outfield player go in goal, and we're going to see a shirt change for Guido Floors, who will move from number 8 to number 18 in goal for the Netherlands. And so we've got an impending change. But thank you to Froni Barbois, who herself is Dutch. The assistant TD at this IFCPF Men's World Cup. Not sure she'll readily admit it, but she'll be inwardly happy, I think, with the scoreline given her national allegiances. I don't know, maybe she is in a position where she would admit it on air. There's the notion of professionalism, which, of course, we all have at IFCPF, but sometimes that's interesting when that goes up against your national pride and whatever else. There are plenty of Netherlands fans in attendance, so they'll be happy with what they've seen so far. Their players are currently warming up for the start of the second half, as are the Thailand contingent, which is closer to our broadcast position. So the change means that we'll probably see Kevin Janssen go off, as we'll go back to Alex Porreño.
Y a mi derecha, pues voluntarios, bien ataviados, perfectamente uniformados de negro, haciendo un buen trabajo. Y siempre hay que agradecer a los voluntarios. Nunca nos olvidemos de ellos, porque como siempre digo,
just giving a call out to the volunteers, who do a wonderful job making a tournament like this happen.
Muchas felicidades, Elsa, tú como capitana de los voluntarios, como jefa de voluntarios, como responsable de voluntarios. Gracias también por el excelso y el exquisito trabajo que realizas día a día. Es un placer trabajar con gente tan profesional y que hace que todo este engranaje poco a poco vaya caminando y que, pues eso, esté saliendo un campeonato del mundo prácticamente, digamos, casi perfecto.
We'll take the opportunity to step out one more time before the start of the second half. You're watching live coverage of the Netherlands and Thailand. 5-0 to the Netherlands. The second half isn't too far away.
persona puede verlo evidentemente a través del canal de YouTube de la Federación Española de PC. Todo está ya listo, todo preparado para la disputa de la segunda parte del partido que está enfrentando Netherlands contra Tailandia. 5-0 en el marcador. Holanda que lleva encaminada ya ese camino para pasar a la siguiente fase. Tailandia que se ha reunido en torno al coach, en torno al míster, para dar buena parte también del equipo holandés en esta segunda parte. Todo listo, todo preparado. Nos posicionamos en nuestro lugar de trabajo. Vemos ya también a Antonio y a Juanan que cogen el micro para comenzar la narración a través del canal de YouTube. Así que tan solo nos queda decir que comience la segunda parte. Se están produciendo unos cambios en la selección de Holanda. Deja el rectángulo de juego Kings Johan. Ha entrado Victoria de la Cruz. También deja el rectángulo el número 12 Fameldon Sim.
Welcome back to live coverage of the second half here in Salou. Netherlands and Thailand are playing here in game 2 of day 3. And there's been changes afoot at the break. We'll run through those in a moment. It's the Netherlands with a 5-0 lead. We've got Mike De La Cruz as one of those changes as we're underway in this second half. He's on alongside Sam Voorbach for an international debut for him. Guido Floors has gone in goal. So the changes, we'll see Van Helden and Janssen off. Voorbach and De La Cruz Victoria on, with Guido Floors, who started outfield, now in goal. It's always interesting when an outfield player goes in goal and you've got to work out the rest of the changes, but there you go. Thailand have it on their right-hand side with D-Man and Hook. Tries to help it across. Battling hard was Sam Voorbach to try and get it back, and he did. He's the youngest player in this Netherlands squad. Netherlands recently played their first ever under-18s international match against Belgium. He was captain of that team. It was a rather one-sided win for the Netherlands. It's rolled back. Kalkoven striking, parried, and Sart tried to turn it home. De La Cruz Victoria went over, but it's behind for a goal kick and nothing more. De La Cruz Victoria at his second Men's World Cup. His 17th cap for the Netherlands after making his debut in 2017 in a 6-1 loss to Ukraine. D-Man. Looking across. And Guido Floors will cut that out. Hanukon Tawong was central. And now the Netherlands are back the other way with Ron Sarts for Bruno Hook. Shooting, scoring. Oh, it was brilliantly done. A brilliant brace for Bruno. It's 6 for the Netherlands. And that might have been as devastating as they've looked. In terms of ruthlessness, that's how to do it. They've carved Thailand open on occasion, but that was absolutely brilliantly done by Bruno Hook. And he's now got a couple. Sam van Helden had 2 of his own in the first half. He's now off. Harold Sart and Lorenzo Kalkoven were the other goal scorers. As Hook has it back, looked to try and help it inboard, but it was intercepted by Nampaksa. Sent long by Bruno Hook. Over is Kalkoven. Be a ball in for De La Cruz Victoria. See another look at the goal. Netherlands have 6 of them. Here is Lorenzo Kalkoven driving inboard. Pass was intercepted, and it's a timely intervention from Bruno Hook because Thailand were moving forward with D-Man, but it was cut out. He's got another opportunity to do so here. Up and over halfway. Gets away from Wessel Dordan. That one's parried away. Dordan on for Joachim Kintz. So they've made plenty of changes to the 7 that they started with the Netherlands. Let's move forward again here. Haroon Sart for Bruno Hook. Back for Sart. Has Vorbak with him. And also Bruno Hook, whose shot is blocked by his opposite number 10. Bad bounce there for Sitisu Wan Cook. Not so for De La Cruz Victoria. Bruno Hook. Kalkoven in a central position, drives low and through the goalkeeper. It's 7-0 for the Netherlands. Sheturin Wong Hang Mik got a hand to it, but the shot too strong for him. And Lorenzo Kalkoven came into this game with 1 international goal. And he's got 2 already in the space of this game. Off the top, there was a mention of the early pace setter in the United States of America, and which of these 2 would join them in this group. And the Netherlands have squarely answered that question. Here is Vorbach to the byline, and that one well claimed by Wong Hang Mik. Bruno Hook tried to pull it back and it didn't quite work for him. Has the change for Thailand. On his limit, Kaisakau. On for Panakon Tawong. Kaisakau scored Thailand's first in Melbourne last year in the 1-1 draw with Australia. Australia hit the front in that game before the response was found. He's an FC1 player, is Nimit Kaiserkau. We'll try and join the attack. D-Man might be too quick for him. Bruno Hook took the ball and took it strongly. And now Sam Vorbach has De La Cruz Victoria on the overlap, uses him. Tried to get the ball back to him down the inside right channel and couldn't. Nampaksa. On the line by Bunsing. And Sam Vorbach again. Angling one in. It's a great ball for Sart, who lays it back, and it's off the woodwork from De La Cruz Victoria. Hook. He will fire on goal. Parried. Haron Sart sits the goalkeeper down. Elected then not to shoot. Vorbach. Kalkoven's on a hat-trick, as is Bruno Hook. Sart, the back flick. De La Cruz Victoria was almost playing the role of goalkeeper. Kalkoven shoots. That one charged down. Roll across. Haron Sart, and Thailand should be able to get this away. What a scramble that was. Somehow the Netherlands couldn't find another, as D-Man is fouled by Haron Sart. And a free kick on the way for Thailand. Here's the replay. The back flick, and De La Cruz Victoria was on his way to the path that the ball was travelling. So had the ball got past the goalkeeper, he might well have blocked that. Here is De La Cruz Victoria. He did well to keep it in and has then crashed into the corner flag. Looks okay though. Not sure the corner flag is. That one goes out of play. Yeah, that might have to be replaced after this one. Hopefully there's a spare corner flag in the venue somewhere, as Sart works with Bruno Hook over towards De La Cruz Victoria, but cut out by Bunsing. Ball forward was blocked by Vorbach and has put it into the path of Haron Sart. Bruno Hook, is this the opportunity for the hat-trick? It's blocked away. They're having plenty of looks at goal here, are the Netherlands. As D-Man is back the other way, driving through. His progress stunted by Kalkoven. Bruno Hook. Over for Lorenzo Kalkoven. Left for Haron Sart. Ball allowed to run. Hook a little bit too intricate. Kaiserkau and Sitsu went cool combining. Vorbach has it back though. Hook there again, outside of the foot. Oh, what a wonderful finish that is. It's a World Cup hat-trick for Bruno Hook. And it's yet another one for the Netherlands. How deft was that? Caught Wang Hang-mit off guard. So 3 for Bruno Hook, a couple for Van Helden, a couple for Kalkoven, and 1 for Haron Sart. There's your 8 goals right there. As the Netherlands win it back high. Haron Sart looking for his second. It just went over the byline. Bruno Hook with a first competitive hat-trick. Has a competitive brace. Did that at the most recent European Championships against Scotland in a 6-0 win. and now has a hat-trick. Man who will turn 20 in January. Doran. Hook saw it bobble. Doran. Now with her own starts, heel shoots. And from there, you expected the net to ripple. The goal difference will help the Netherlands here. They're well on course to finishing today on top of the group. As Hook finds her own start, a heavy first touch, and D-Man was back to cover. Bruno Hook. Marcel Dodan, who's played for Vivida Marinos at the Club World Cup previously. Ron Sarts, De La Cruz Victoria, occupying space on the left. Galhoven, Ron Sarts, has Voorback up with him. Doesn't use him, and it's well held by Wong Hang Mit, particularly considering that De La Cruz Victoria and Voorback were waiting to pounce if the ball was let loose. Ball sent down the line for Sart, who was prodding at central. Nobody was there in all orange. We'll see the start of Group D next with Venezuela and Iran from 3 o'clock. And then Ireland and Germany from 5:30 to round out the day's action. Giro Flores, expansive for Bruno Hook towards the back post. It was so well worked, but her own Sart couldn't keep the header down. Just glanced it over the top. And had he kept it down, it would have been highlight reel stuff. De La Cruz Victoria Did well to keep that in play. Doran. Ronsart inside the area. Might have a look and eventually does. Looked like the chance had gone. But Ronsart made sure that it wasn't. And that is 9. Ronsart with goals number 28 and 29 this afternoon for his country. And he'll be looking to make it 30 for the hat-trick. Bruno Hook. Here's Sart, might have the hat-trick. It was a brilliant turn. Oh, then went for the back flick. There was an opportunity to shoot. Had half a net to aim into and maybe tried to set it up for a teammate, which I suppose you can always commend unselfishness, but it looked like a chance was there for him to shoot himself. And I think he might know it too. D-Man, great burst of pace and was hauled down by Vorbach, who will be booked for that. Yellow card in his first international appearance for Sam Vorbach. Mentioned earlier on that he was the captain of the under-16 Netherlands team. He's still only 16 and is eligible to play for that team for a while, but has already graduated that to the senior side. So it looks like the Netherlands are preparing a change. Here goes Kalkoven. Sart is square. And doing so well to read that was Wong Hang Mit. He's had a tough day, but he did well on that occasion to be aware where the ball was going. Ball will be brought back for a free kick to the Netherlands. It's worth mentioning in a scenario like this that should the Netherlands win by more than 10 goals, there is a maximum differential of 10. All goals will still count to the final scoreline, but they will end with a plus 10 goal difference if they are to win by more. And I must admit that was very lazy for me. That's gone in between two tables and I was sat down and didn't stand up to play the ball. As Thailand will look to move away here. Nice move from Tansahi. His first Men's World Cup. Hook gets it back almost off the 1-2 from Ronsart. Doran steps in. Vorbach's pass was poor. And D-Man twisting and turning. Once then twice. And Paksa. Tansahi. Hoven will be back to play that. Floors, that was risky, D-Man! And Guido Floors recovers to make the save. Guido Floors gave it away, there is no denying that, but he was able to recover and atone for the mess that he made. As the Netherlands have got to change, her own start will be coming off and will be allowed to do so here. And coming on is Danny van Amerongen, who made 2 appearances at the European Championships. Both of those came off the bench, as this appearance will. He's on for the final few minutes of this one, as are Banasak Nepo and Apiwat Bataisong for Thailand. Off comes Chanatip D-Man. He's one of the 2 withdrawals. And Nimit Kaisakau is the other, after he was subbed on earlier in the game. Ball sent down the line for Amerongen. For his first competitive international goal. The Cruz Victoria. Progress stunted by Sukit Kumbun Singer, couldn't keep it in play. Hook rolls it in quickly for Dordan. As Kalkoven shoots. Hurried by Wong Hang Min. Hooks there again, will float one in, and Wong Hang Min again holds on. Given away by Bunsing. And a corner for Sam Vorbach. Who looked short, then went into the middle, headed down from Dordan. Could be a live for Van Amerongen, who couldn't turn it home. Danny van Amerongen was alert there, but the opportunity wasn't there for him to turn home. But he will win his team a corner. So it was taken short to him. Got a few minutes to go in this one before it's fully confirmed. The Netherlands will win and win well. Galkoven. Now Bruno Hook. Hook, infield, shooting, scoring. Number 4 for Bruno Hook, and number 10 for the Netherlands, with a couple of minutes and change to go in the hour. Closing on the lead for the Golden Boot. It would be an equal lead if he gets another. Of course, it's a long way to go in that regard, but it's never a bad thing to be sitting up the top of that list, no matter how early. David Porcher is currently there of England. He had 5 in the win yesterday. Came over Japan. And it's another team from the Asia-Oceania region who've felt the wrath of an opposition attacker. Put in a hook, Duran. Vorbach. For Bruno Hook. Oh, through the hands and off the post. That wasn't the outcome I think most people expected. But the ball against the woodwork and behind for another corner.
Cuánto tiempo añade el colegiado, se va a hacer efectivo este saque de esquina.
1-2 from the corner. Hook back for Sam Vorbach. And Duran sending that one wide. Hook for Vorbach, it bobbled on him. And Sam Vorbach had the opportunity on his boot, but it was a cruel bounce. There's not too much you can do about that. We're into 1 added minute at the end of the hour. As that's sent into touch. Right, Vessel Dordan. Part of that Netherlands squad that finished 5th at last year's European Championships. Made his debut in April of that year against Ireland. Behind for the goal kick for Guido Floors. In fact, it's gone the other side of the corner flag, so it's a throw. Floors sent high and away, and that'll do. 10-0 result for the Netherlands, the biggest win we've seen from any team in this tournament up to now. They had plenty of goal scorers. Haroon Sart and Lorenzo Kalkoven each had a brace, as did Sem van Helden. Bruno Hook got the other 4, and it's a devastating display from the Netherlands, who have asserted how good they are in the opening game of their group stage campaign at this World Cup. Full time from Salou. The full-time score, Netherlands 10, Thailand 0. Well, across to Alex Pereño for some post-match interviews for myself, Oliver Walker-Peel. See you shortly at 3 o'clock, as mentioned earlier, for the game in Group D between Venezuela and Iran. Bye for now.
Por Bruno, a ver si nos quiere comentar alguna pequeña impresión del partido. Así que en un momentito volvemos para hablar con todos ustedes. Bueno, pues estamos asistiendo a una imagen muy bonita. Ha acabado el partido y los dos equipos juntos aplaudiendo. Esto sí que nos gusta, estos son valores en el deporte y esto es de las cosas que más nos está gustando en esta Copa del Mundo. Ahí vemos saludando a los hombres de Tailandia, al combinado Netherlands de Holanda en un gran partido.
Estamos con el capitán de Tailandia, Phonipat. It was a very tough game against a really good team. You had to play a lot of defense. Are you happy with the performance? It was not easy, but you showed that you have a strong team that even when the things don't go that well, you are always together. Yes.
ที่ว่าน่าจะทำได้ดีกว่านี้ครับแต่ว่า น่าจะเป็นแมตช์แรกด้วยน้องๆก็กดดันด้วยทุกคนก็กดดันด้วยก็ทุกคนก็ทำเต็มที่แล้วครับนะครับ
Okay, so he said he felt pity for the result, but anyway, this is the first match for many new players, so we will try our best for the next match.
Okay, thank you. Good luck. Thank you. Vamos a pasar ahora con Alex y con el número 10 de la selección de Holanda, Bruno Hoek.
Bueno, pues estamos con una de las perlas de la selección de Netherlands, con Bruno Hoek, un hombre que se ha hinchado a meter goles, a dar asistencias, es un auténtico crack. Bruno, le decía yo desde allí. Congratulations, Bruno.
Thank you.
A Paul, explícale, pregúntale por favor en inglés. Bueno, ¿cómo ve el campeonato? ¿Cómo el partido de hoy tiene poca historia, pero cómo ve desde aquí hasta, por qué no, la final en este campeonato?
So today's game was a thing of even one team dominating all the time. How do you foresee the next games of the group, and will you try to be in the first place of the group, or are you happy with going through the next round?
I think if you watch the other countries, I think we will be happy if we finish first, because you know, that's maybe better for us. I think we have a good team with great players with great quality, so first place will be very happy.
La primera plaza sería un resultado enorme, visto los equipos que hay en el grupo y que van a intentar ir a por ello. I saw that you were going for the ball after each goal. I suppose that you're also taking into account the goal average for the group.
Yes, yeah, we wanted to score as fast 10 goals, you know. So I took the ball every time. Because, you know, with all the respect for Thailand, but you know, we had to win this game, you know. So the close to 10s, and you know, you look at the score, it came out ended.
Siempre buscaban volver a la pelota al centro del campo después de cada gol, porque tenían en cuenta el gol average que les puede beneficiar luego en el grupo.
Bueno, ya para terminar, que está sufriendo Bruno, el pobre. Bruno, it's a very important support Netherlands.
Yes, great support. Without you, we wouldn't have scored 10 goals. So, applause for you.
Ok, pues thank you very much, mucha suerte, congratulations. Seguramente que Holanda sea una selección que veremos avanzar en el camino. Seguramente luchará por esa primera posición en el grupo que le ha tocado Paul. Y la verdad es que nos ha gustado mucho Holland, nos ha gustado mucho Netherlands. Este hombre Bruno Hoek, el que hemos entrevistado, para mí es una de las perlas del campeonato por ahora. Y yo no sé cómo has visto esta selección, pero vamos, tiene una gran y buena proyección.
Sí, Holanda siempre pelea contra los mejores y ya lo ha dicho, que si pueden ser primeros de grupo lo serán y lo pelearán contra cualquiera.
Recuérdame, este grupo lo formaban Holanda, Tailandia y el partido que hemos visto anteriormente, ¿no?
Sí, tendrán un partido bastante interesante contra Australia también, porque es un buen equipo, pero el partido contra Estados Unidos promete.
Y ahora ya, dejando de lado al grupo C, nos adentramos en el grupo D. Me decías ahí antes sentados que vamos a ver uno de los partidos de la jornada y por qué no del campeonato, ¿no? Un Irlanda contra Alemania, si no me equivoco, ¿no?
Así es, de los partidos de grupos, aunque mi favorito es el que vendrá de España contra Argentina, pinta que será probablemente el primero del campeonato con goles por parte de ambos equipos.
Bueno, pues lo dicho, de aquí a un ratito vamos a ver uno de los partidos de la jornada, uno de los partidos del campeonato, y como siempre nosotros a través del canal de la Federación Española de PCs, con esa gran realización de MS Supervisión, estaremos aquí para cantarlo y contarlo. Esto sucederá a partir de las 3 de la tarde, correcto, a las 3 de la tarde, y después finalizaremos la jornada de hoy con un también atractivo Venezuela-Irán. Debutará aquí en la actual tercera del mundo, Irán, y una de las claras favoritas para luchar por la final. Así que nada, agradeciendo a los supports de Netherlands, agradeciendo también a Bruno, agradeciendo también a Paul esos comentarios técnicos. Nos vamos y nos vemos de aquí un ratito. Recuerden, a partir de las 3 de la tarde, nuevamente, el partido de los partidos, Alemania-Irlanda.